There comes a moment, often subtle and unannounced, when the truth quietly settles in. It is not marked by dramatic gestures or loud declarations, but by a gentle clarity that cannot be ignored. You realize, perhaps for the first time, that continuing along the same path is no longer possible. This awakening is profound in its simplicity, a soft shift in perspective that changes everything. It is as if a light has been switched on in a dimly lit room, revealing what was always there but never fully seen. In this stillness, the need for change becomes undeniable, guiding you toward a new direction. There is a quiet moment when transformation first stirs, often unnoticed by the outside world. Deep within, a gentle urge begins to surface, urging us to move beyond our comfort zones. This is the soul's subtle insistence, a persistent whisper that invites us to grow. At this breaking point, change does not arrive with fanfare, but with a steady, internal breakthrough. It is here that new possibilities take root, fueled by a quiet determination. Over time, these small shifts accumulate, guiding us toward a new chapter of growth and self-discovery. As you begin to view your life through a clearer lens, a new sense of understanding starts to unfold. Habits that once went unnoticed now stand out, revealing patterns that shape your daily existence. Relationships take on new meaning as you recognize both the strengths and the strains that have developed over time. Long-ignored dreams resurface, reminding you of aspirations set aside. This heightened self-awareness often brings discomfort, as confronting truths about yourself can be unsettling. Yet, within this discomfort lies the potential for growth and meaningful change. Embracing this clarity allows you to move forward with greater intention and authenticity. There comes a moment when the familiar surroundings of your life begin to feel strangely distant. The places and routines that once defined you no longer fit as comfortably, as if you've outgrown them without moving an inch. Your values shift, your interests evolve, and your sense of self transforms, yet the world around you seems frozen in time. Friends and family may not notice the changes within, making the contrast even more pronounced. It's a quiet realization, both liberating and unsettling, as you navigate the space between who you were and who you're becoming. This transition can feel isolating, but it also marks the beginning of a new chapter, shaped by your emerging identity. Transformation often brings a complex emotional landscape. Many people experience feelings of restlessness and disconnection, which can be unsettling. Unlike depression, which is marked by persistent sadness and a loss of interest in life, these emotions are often signals of inner change. Restlessness may indicate a desire for growth, while disconnection can reflect the shedding of old patterns that no longer serve us. Rather than viewing these feelings as setbacks, it's helpful to see them as part of an evolutionary process. They mark the transition from an old identity to a new, more authentic self. Embracing this perspective can bring clarity and hope during times of personal transformation. Transformation is often a deeply personal experience, and it can feel lonely because the changes happening within us are not always visible to others. As we grow and evolve, our thoughts, values, and perspectives may shift in ways that those around us might not recognize or fully understand. This solitude is natural, as personal growth requires introspection and self-discovery, which are journeys we must take on our own. Friends and family may not notice the subtle shifts or appreciate the challenges we face along the way. Despite this, the process of transformation is essential for becoming our authentic selves. Embracing the solitude can help us build resilience and clarity, even when it feels like no one else is watching or cheering us on. Recognizing readiness for change often begins with an inner longing for peace and a more meaningful existence. You may notice a growing desire to discover your true purpose or to live more authentically, aligning your actions with your core values. There is often a shift away from seeking approval or validation from others as you become more comfortable trusting your own judgment. Letting go of old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve you is another clear sign. This readiness is marked by an openness to new perspectives and a willingness to embrace growth, even if it means stepping into the unknown. Letting go of an old identity is a profound and often challenging journey. It begins with recognizing the patterns and beliefs that were shaped by fear and the need to survive. These past versions of ourselves may have served a purpose, offering protection or comfort during difficult times. However, as we grow, holding on to them can limit our potential and keep us from embracing new possibilities. Shedding these layers requires courage and self-compassion, allowing us to release what no longer serves us. By making space within, we create the opportunity for transformation and invite a more authentic, empowered self to emerge. The soul often acts as a quiet yet persistent force, urging us to move beyond our current circumstances. While the mind analyzes and the environment shapes our experiences, it is the soul that inspires a deeper longing for growth. This inner drive can propel us forward, even when logic or external factors suggest staying still. Sometimes, courage alone is not enough. It is the soul's subtle guidance that initiates true transformation. By listening to this inner voice, we find the motivation to embark on new paths and embrace change. The soul's influence, though intangible, can be the spark that leads to profound personal evolution. A new chapter often begins not with fanfare, but with a subtle shift deep within. There is a quiet realization that something fundamental has changed, setting you on a path from which there is no turning back. This internal transformation marks a clear boundary between what was and what will be. As you move forward, there is both uncertainty and anticipation, a sense of embracing the unknown. The journey ahead may be uncharted, but it is welcomed with resolve and hope. Each step becomes a testament to growth, signaling the start of something meaningful and new. As we look back on this moment, it becomes clear that it marks the beginning of a profound transformation. This is where growth takes root, where healing begins to unfold, and where a renewed sense of purpose emerges. Every journey has a turning point, and this is yours. By embracing change and nurturing resilience, you set the stage for a future shaped by hope and possibility. Let this be the chapter you remember as the catalyst for your evolution, a testament to your courage and commitment to becoming your best self.